Good evening from the SBC newsroom. It's tomorrow afternoon that the Supreme Court Judge Mohan Boran will continue to listen to the case where the police are asking the court to extend the period for detention of Mr. and Mrs. Vallabji's property at Mont Blanc. This is a case where arms and ammunition were discovered on the property late in 2021. This morning in court, Mrs. Vallabji, who was representing herself, questioned the leading investigator on the reason the police want to continue holding the property. The Vallabji couple is against the police holding the entire property instead of only the main house where arms were discovered. The Tourism Department officially launched its revamped mentorship program for Shannon College graduates and local talents working in the tourism industry. The aim of the program is to provide support and guidance to individuals who possess the ability to take up senior positions in hotels. The mentors are a group of 14 men and women who have been working in the tourism industry for several years, occupying management positions. Addressing those present, the Minister responsible for tourism, Sylvestre Radegonde, said that the department is concerned with the lack of advancement in Shannon graduates' careers to take up senior positions. Thus, the reason for the need of a mentorship program, which is voluntary and will be for a period of 3 years. Research shows that fishing vessels in the Seychelles waters and some specific countries in the Indian Ocean region are responsible for the estimated 5,000 tons of plastic debris that ends up on the Aldabra shores. The research was conducted by Dr. April Bird, a consultant with the Seychelles Island Foundation, and Noam Vogt Vincent, an Oxford University student. Mr. Vogt Vincent confirmed the sources of the debris using a model he came up with by entering underwater current, wind, and wave data.
Things being improperly discarded on the beach or washed into the ocean through rainfall, or stuff being washed into rivers, predominantly Indonesia, with smaller contributions from Tanzania, possibly India. However, because of the winds and the ocean currents, and because the amount of pollution entering the ocean from Indonesia is just so enormous compared to the amount entering from the Western Indian Ocean, we suspect that Tanzania is probably not as big of a source as Indonesia. Category number 2 is specifically fishing gear. So, and by fishing gear, this kind of includes, firstly, things like nets that have, for whatever reason, been lost or torn or otherwise discarded at sea. And we suspect that a lot of that probably does come from within Seychelles waters, because there is a lot of purse seine fishing that occurs around Seychelles. And category number 3 is other stuff lost at sea, so specifically consumer goods lost at sea.
The new Seychelles High Commissioner in New Delhi, Lalatiana Akush, has presented her credentials to the Indian President. During a meeting following the ceremony, the Indian President, Draupadi Murmu, said she appreciated the excellent ties that Seychelles and India have enjoyed for almost 50 years. She added that India will continue to collaborate with Seychelles at bilateral as well as regional and multilateral levels. Ambassador Akush conveyed the appreciation of the Seychelles government for all the support and contribution from India towards Seychelles' economic growth. Has announced the relaunching of 5 of its commissions, namely the Commission for Health, Environment, Economic, Social, Cultural, as well as a faith-based commission. Matters of good governance, modern technology, and youth are cross-cutting issues to be addressed in all 5 commissions. The CEPS board chairperson, Françoise Larue, made this announcement this morning during a press conference to launch NGO Week. She said that CEP hopes to regroup NGOs of common priority issues through these commissions. Mrs. Larue had words of gratitude for all its members and other NGOs for their effort in upholding the aspiration of the sector, especially during the challenging times such as the COVID-19 pandemic and the change of government. This was the news at 7:40. There'll be a local program, Poétique. For now, we'll say goodbye. We'll meet you again at 8 for the news bulletin in Creole. Good evening.